In 1992, the first smartphone is released. IBM's Simon launched at $899 and featured a 4.5-inch LCD touchscreen. The phone was ahead of its time as it could send and receive emails, faxes, and pages. The Simon went on to sell 50,000 units. Although the term smartphone was not coined until 1995, because of Simon's features and capabilities, it has been retrospectively referred to as the first true smartphone. Refrigerators became widely available for home use in 1927 when GE introduced the monitor top model, so named because it resembled the famous Civil War ironclad. The units cost $525, which is over $7,500 in today's dollars. By 1930 they were selling for a little over $200, about $3,000 in today's dollars.
Passengers in first-class dining car, England, 1905. Swiss psychologist and genetic epistemologist Jean Piaget, sitting in his home office, 1979, credited as a pioneer of the constructivist theory, which suggests that people actively construct their knowledge of the world based on the interactions between their ideas and their experiences.
British actress, 13-year-old Catherine Beaumont, live reference model and voice for Alice in Disney's 1951 Alice in Wonderland.
A school in Seattle 144 years ago. Before the introduction of colored photographs, Russian chemist Sergei Gorsky created the most basic version of one. He combined 3 black and white photos, each through a colored filter red, green, and blue, and merged them to create a color image. This image taken by him is over 100 years old, pictured an Armenian woman.
A sorority group photo from 70s.
This 1877 photograph shows a family living a nomadic life in London.
In 1918, the iconic Flatiron Building stood tall, a symbol of architectural innovation in New York City. Its unique triangular design, cutting into the intersection of Fifth Avenue, Broadway, and 23rd Street, was a marvel of its time. Surrounded by horse-drawn carriages and early automobiles, the Flatiron was a beacon of modernity in a rapidly evolving cityscape. In 1907, the Singer Building was rising high above Lower Manhattan, set to become one of the tallest buildings in the world upon completion. As construction progressed, the tower's steel framework climbed ever higher, reflecting the city's ambition to reach new heights. Designed by architect. A lady dressed in 1920s fashion standing in front of the Bosch's apartment house, the Esperanza Apartments, 1929, Leimert Park, Angeles, California, USA 4201, 7th Avenue, Los. This apartment house was built in 1929 by David Bosch's for Walter Leimert's development. The architect was Max Maltzman, a fairly prolific architect in the Los Angeles area. Photo by Dick Whittington Studios. A picture of Umberto's Clam House at its original location on Mulberry Street in 1979. The place is a famous Italian-American seafood restaurant in Manhattan's Little Italy. Palm Springs in 1925. Lumberjacks in 1920. An immigrant family arriving at Ellis Island in 1904. Two-thousand-year-old 20-sided rock crystal die from the Roman Empire. An artifact from another dimension. The photo is one of the rarest artifacts ever found. It was found near the city of Samarkand. The photo was taken in 1903 by German archaeologists on the excavation of an ancient mound. And this artifact has nothing to do with any known civilization. 1936 Willis 77 sedan and the new 1936 City of San Francisco Streamliner. The train oozed the elegance of old-world travel. In 1936, the car was sold at a price below $500, making it one of the cheapest American cars of its era. The car was also highly economical, delivering 25 miles per gallon. The train was in service from June 14, 1936, last service May 1, 1971. Alan Rickman's early years were shaped by both love and hardship. Growing up in Acton, London, he was one of 4 siblings raised by his parents, Margaret Doreen Rose and Bernard William Rickman. His father's untimely death, when Alan was just 8, had a lasting impact on the family. With his mother left to raise the children alone, they struggled financially and were eventually moved by the council to a more modest estate near Wormwood Scrubs Prison. Born on February 21, 1946. These difficult circumstances shaped Rickman's outlook on life. One of the last photographies of Agatha Christie. 1974. Isabella Rossellini. Little Italy in Manhattan in 1943. Mulberry St. A group of breaker boys at the Woodward Coal Mines in Pennsylvania, 1900. Youngsters playing, New York, 1940s. A generation of scientists at the Solvay Conference, 1927. 0.17 of the 29 attendees were or became Nobel Prize winners. In 1918, coal miners were astonished to uncover a petrified tree stump entombed within a coal seam. RMS Mauritania drydocked in Liverpool, 1909. Cheyenne couple, Inez and John Bull, with their dog. 1898. World's highest standard of living. U.S., during the Great Depression, 1937. This photo shows a team of horses being used to move an entire house to a new location. United States, 1900s. The roof of a Fiat factory. Yes, that is a track. Lingotto, Turin, Italy. The 28 installation discs of Windows 95. Photo credit, Toto B12. David Crockett, a narrative of the life of David Crockett of the state of Tennessee, 1834. What an ordeal! Malaria is a serious malady. Grace Kelly and Audrey Hepburn backstage at the Oscars, 1950s. Jane Seymour. Mrs. Charles Binning sweeping the steps of her shack in Shantytown, Spencer, Iowa during the Depression, 1936. Food truck, 1919. New York City's subway in 1980s. Young girl during the Great Depression, 1930s. A boy watches television for the first time through a shop window, 1948. Parking at the Grand Canyon, 1914. A family bikes down the street in a 4-person bicycle invention, 1939. 70s. John F. and Jackie Kennedy on their wedding day on September 12, 1953.